Pisces, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, September 25th to Monday, October 2nd, 2017. Now, what is going on this week, Pisces, is we have Jupiter right here in your 8th house of like changes and of intimacy here going on. So what I think that means, that's going to be a big focus this week, and I think what that means is you want to make some big changes in life to make your life more of what it is that you want, to make yourself happier, to have a life that just feels better for you in some way. I think you also want to partner deeply and intimately with other people in some way to help you achieve some of these things, whether that means an intimate romantic relationship or some kind of intimate relationship where you share finances or something along those lines with someone. You just really want to do these things to really just bring to end or begin something to really create more of a life that it is that you want, okay? And I think that is a big thing that maybe you've been feeling for a little bit, for a year or so now, okay? I think you want to do that, but I think there could be some difficulty doing that, and I think it could have a lot to do here where Uranus is in your 2nd house of your money and of your income and of stability and that kind of thing, because we do have Jupiter here in your 8th house opposing Uranus in your 2nd of that kind of thing, okay? And I think as you're trying to make some of these changes and do what it is that you want in life and redirect your life perhaps in a direction that you want, there are some unexpected things that are coming up in regards to your money, in regards to your income, in regards to your finance, feeling like you don't have the stability there that it is that you want in some way, and that, you know, maybe worried about your money. Are you going to have the money you need? Maybe confidence is a big thing too. Do you have the confidence and the gifts and talents and skills as well? Weird things coming up there that are preventing you perhaps from focusing on these changes and really creating the life that it is that you truly want, okay? So I think that is going to be a big theme this week. I think there could also be some insecurities here just about you and who you are and what it is that you have to offer, as well as you're going about doing some of these things that you're going to have to get over and you're going to have to learn to think about in different ways. And now that your life is changing, your identity is probably going to have to change with it too. And I think you need to stop thinking of yourself and your issues in the same way that you've always thought of them, and realize you can overcome some of these issues that you have with yourself as long as you just think about yourself and some things that are bothering you very, very differently, because we do have Jupiter here in your 8th making a quincunx over to Chiron. Okay, so that is going to be the main theme. While that's going on, we also have Mercury here at the very end of your 7th house of partners, where you're wanting to do a lot of communication with other people, with your one-on-one relationships, romantic, business, something along those lines. Just trying to communicate with other people in some way, okay? I think that communication has a lot to do with your career here, because Mercury in your 7th is going to square Saturn here in your 10th of career. I think you want to work with other people in some way for them to help you have the career that you want, create the life that you want, and move your life in a totally different direction in some way to really bring in some new chapters and allow you to do some things that it is that you really want. Because it's a square, I don't know if it will be the most easy, but I think you really need to work to communicate with people about where it is you see your life going and about your future and the direction you want your life to be in, okay? While you're trying to do that, I also think there could be some uncomfortable feelings as you're trying to communicate, still not feeling quite right about yourself and about who you are, and feeling a little insecure and just needing to not feel that way, okay? You're fine, and you can do this and have these hard conversations and make a lot of these changes in life. All right, as that's happening, we also have Mars and Venus here as well in your 7th house. Again, really pushing you hard to communicate and work with other people and your relationships in some way, trying to work that out. Now, as you're trying to work with other people, I do see there being some kind of confusion about yourself and who you are. You know, how do you relate to other people in relationships, especially with you being a little bit uncomfortable just about you and who you are and what you have to offer. And I think you need to not be so picky about who you are, or nitpicky about who you are and about what you can offer in some way. I think you need to allow yourself to explore yourself in some way and what it is that you can contribute to other people, and to just not be so critical of yourself. I think you'll be fine. I think who you are and your identity and some of these questions that you have about who you are will begin to fall into place once you start to be able to make some big changes in your life and work with other people very intimately and deeply in order to make some of these changes, okay? So that's what I see going on there. Mars too at the end of the week, making a trine to Pluto in your 11th house of goals too. So I see a lot of stuff coming up here with other people. helping you to move forward on your goals and to redirect your life. It is Pluto, so it may not be the easiest, but I think you are really trying to work with other people in a really big way to help them help you reach your future, have the goals that you want, fulfill some of your dreams and ambitions. And I think you really need to try to, in some way, really work with other people to help you create the life that it is that you want and make some of the changes that it is that you need to make. Okay, I always say this, I don't know if it's gonna be the easiest. This week is kind of an interesting week too, because look, there's so many lines that cross each other and like so many different things that are going on that are actually all kind of related that it's interesting to bring together. But I think there's gonna be some things that even though they're starting to come together and a lot of changes are starting to happen in our life, that you're still gonna have to be patient with. And I think especially that is gonna have to do over here with some big changes you're making in your life, especially when it comes to your job, because you do have the sun in your 8th house making a semi-square to the North Node in your 6th house of your job. So I think you want to make changes in your life to change your job, to change your daily routines, to have your life look different externally. And I think it's possible. I think it can happen, especially with so much focus here coming in on that. But I think you're just going to need to wait a little bit for all of that to fall into place. Keep at it, keep trying at it, but just be patient for that to happen. Okay, and the same here with people too. I think you want people to help you move forward and have the changes you want to make, and people too may be a little hard to work with and not quite falling into place as quickly as you would like to do some of the things that you really want to do. And I think, again, just being patient and being persistent to work with other people to help them help you and move forward. And I think it's possible if you just keep at it, okay, to make some of these big changes in your life and to work with other people. And if you can focus on this part of your chart here, then the money and the confidence is going to come to you eventually, okay? Another thing to note is that Pluto right here in your 11th house of goals has been retrograde for the past few months and is going to start to go direct this week. So any difficulty that you feel you may have had reaching your goals, going for some dreams of yours, feeling more comfortable to express yourself, I think it's going to get a lot easier for you to do that and to reach some of your dreams than it has been recently. All right, so that's that. Now your card for the week is the Hermit reversed. The Hermit, to me, when it's upright, does indicate some kind of spiritual journey, looking inward, learning about yourself. I think when it's reversed, maybe we're having problems understanding ourselves and who we are and looking inward to figure out what it is that's going on within us. And I think maybe what you need to do this week is to find the comfort within you and to really be able to, I don't know, make sense of your life and make sense of your surroundings, and to just find a way to find the peace within, you know, so that as you go making all of these crazy changes in life and doing all of these things, that you don't feel as crazy as you have been in the past. And I think if you can really focus emotionally on what's going on with you and internally and get right with that, it's going to be a lot easier for you to make some of these other hard decisions and choices and work with other people in some way. Okay, so just find a way this week to find your inner strength. You may feel alone and you may feel isolated and you may feel like things aren't working, especially with the Hermit card, but I think it's a call for you to really go inward to figure some things out and not get caught off guard by what is going on. Okay, it's gonna all come together. It may not feel quite right now, but if you keep pushing through, okay, and nurturing yourself in the process and making sure you're okay, then you're gonna be fine. All right, so that is all I have for you this week. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.